Aries, welcome back. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so it's a bit of a game. I'll give a letter in each video, and together, or collectively, I guess in 10 of the 12 videos there will be letters, and then it'll be sort of like a jumble puzzle. So collect all the letters, and then it will spell two words, and then I'll put an email address in the notes below, and the first person who sends me the correct answer will get a free deck of cards. Now the deck we're using today is the This Might Hurt Tarot deck, and it's from an independent creator, so I can't promise you'll get this deck. Sometimes she does not have availability. If she does, I'll get you this deck. If not, then I'll get you one of equal value. Okay? And depending on how many answers we get, I might give away a couple decks. So at some point in this video, I will give you your letter. And if you want to play, you can play. If not, you don't have to. No worries. Just feel like giving something away. So let's see what we have for you, Aries, for this week. You're in a good creative energy space. You've got a confidence about what you're able to create. It kind of feels like a work thing. Something about your job that is creative. You're really inspired this week. You're able to get some good stuff done. Then we have a couple cards here. You have a king and a queen. Could be a pair. Not to say a man and a woman necessarily, that don't read tarot to have a gender, but when there are these sort of typical symbolism of tarot, a strong feminine, a strong masculine energies, whether two men, two women, man and a woman, people that don't identify as having gender even, the stereotypical qualities of feminine and masculine energies, when I see them together, I kind of do sense a couple. I don't sense a couple that's really particularly romantic or close right now. There's something coming between you, and it has to do with making a choice but not really wanting to see the situation the way it truly is, wanting to stay in nostalgia for the way things were. So Aries, I see something about your week is you, whether you're the masculine or the feminine energy, it feels like both of you don't really want to look at how it is right now. You want to stay focused on how it was, because you think that there might be, that might be how things continue, how you stay in this relationship. But at some point, I hate to say this, but you're going to have to take the blindfold off and see how it is now in order to see how it could be in the future, because staying blind to what is actual reality and only focusing on the good times you've shared in the past is not always enough for a functional relationship where the two of you are getting what you need and being supported and being able to grow as your individual selves. This masculine energy is a firm but fair energy. Comes off as a little bit kind of all analytical and very head over heart, not terribly passionate like the feminine energy, which is the Queen of Wands, which is quite creative and full of passionate fire, that spark that really makes life feel really great, just amazing. The king does have a deep reserve of love and care for those that are brought into the king's circle, that this king chooses to have in its life. But it's not obvious to the whole world just how deep and passionate that king can be. that's not the surface layer. That's not what gets shown. So I do feel like you're creating. Maybe you're creating out of a need to fill a space because you're feeling like there's something about this relationship that's not working really well right now. I'm not saying that the relationship is over. Not at all. Not at all. And maybe this is all coming up because of Valentine's Day, because you're really more keenly aware now that when you're having conversations about the good in your connection, you're always looking at the past. You're always thinking of how wonderful it was. And you're not thinking about right now. You're choosing not to look at what's going on right now. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else we have here for you. Your letter is S. Your letter is S. And we're going to pull one of these Enchanted Map Oracle cards. We have one jumped right out here. Number 5, Goblins. It's a funny looking goblin. Of course, I don't know what a goblin looks like, so maybe it's not funny looking. Let's see what the book has to say about that for you, Aries. Number 5. Goblins. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Interesting. Maybe there's something in this relationship that needs forgiving. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for something as well. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There they remain and remind you of what brought them into being. By mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable, they hold you hostage through low self-esteem, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into potentially reactive situations. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. So it kind of feels like there's something about you not loving yourself, not forgiving yourself for something that may have happened in the past that's really standing in the way of your relationship right now. You or the other person, perhaps. It's hard to say, really. I think that's what I have for you, and I hope that you have a great week. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. And I hope that you're able to really take this to heart, spend some time with this message, and talk to your significant other, the person that you're having the challenges with right now, and see how you can shift your focus, remove that blindfold and shift your focus. And, it feels like there is love here. There's a connection for sure, and there is hope if you can really start communicating with one another again about the present and not just the past. That's what I have. I wish you a good week, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.